there, my name's Desiree Dickerson. I'm a neuroscientist and a clinical psychologist, and this week is Brain Awareness Week. In collaboration with the team at Precure, I'm going to be bringing you 7 lifestyle factors that are known to improve your brain health, performance and well-being. Now that you know who I am, let's talk about who you are. You are the consequence of the activity in your brain. Our brains are made up of some 85 billion tiny cells called neurons. And each of those neurons talks to, communicates with some thousands of other neurons that all together woven into a complex network that makes you, you.
For a long time, it was thought that the brain was like a vessel, something rigid, static, like a bottle, that you fill up as you live and hope it holds water. Something that was determined by the genes that mum and dad passed down to you, and that was moulded by critical experiences that we faced while we were very young. And that was that. That was the hand you were dealt. But we now know that that is simply not the case. Our brains are not fixed and rigid. Yes, our genes play a role, and yes, early experiences are critically important. It is also true that they might not be as malleable as we get older, but our brains are designed to adapt, to grow and to learn throughout our lives. They are changed by the environment and our experiences and can adapt to cope with disease and damage.
The network of neurons that forms the basis of our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, that is in constant flux. You may wonder what change in the brain looks like. Well, neurons look a bit like trees with many branches, and to communicate they send and receive electrical signals to and from other neurons through those branches. Now, the way our brains learn to do anything, indeed everything, is through the strengthening or weakening of the connections between these neurons. This idea, this fact that our brain is shaped by our learning, by our experience, by what we're exposed to, is a concept called plasticity. And it lies at the heart of understanding our brain health and how to improve it. What we're aiming for is simple: a resilient brain. A brain that can adapt and cope with anything that the future might bring. The strategy is pretty simple too. Use it, challenge it, make it work. We need to expose our brains to new experiences, and we need to learn, because learning builds new neural connections. And those new neural connections provide our brain with the resources that it needs to withstand the challenges that time can bring. Over the next 6 days, I'm going to be talking about a number of health factors, including exercise, sleep, socializing, and stress, and how these factors impact on your brain health, how they can keep you mentally sharp, and how they can help you build that resilient brain that will help you withstand the challenges of time or damage. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Winter in Spain.